Well, I'm wearing this just because I want to. How Aquarian of me. Even though it looks ridiculous and it could also look a bit bad. Yeah, you see, it's not perfect, but Pluto is coming into Aquarius. So I am fully telling you now what that means and why is it important. This is us on the 20th. 21st of January around 12:30 p.m. when Pluto will get into Aquarius. The truth is somewhere near. And it will take us 20 years to find it. Pluto takes ages to get into the sign and stay in the sign and get the hell out of there. So since 2008, Pluto has been in Capricorn, and we thought that finally there will be some structure to our lives, and well, it went to the extreme. Like with Pluto, everything goes back and forth until the thing changes and it breaks upon its own weight. So Capricorn is the sign of systems. Systems are collapsing. And Aquarius is the sign of humanity, the sign of concepts and philosophies, ideas, intellect. We think we're going to be finding freedom in that. And well, in the 20 years when it will be here, we will. But we will also be powerless in some of those aspects. It would be great to know what will be those 20 years. So based on your sun sign, let's have a look and see what area of life will be affected and how you're gonna pop out on the other end. Exciting and scary. But again, much needed right now, because we just need to start looking a bit more ridiculous, a bit more free, a bit more unconventional, and have our own ideas, okay? I sort of believe that every person will be their own governing agency. But again, we have to be careful what we wish for, because not every person, is a good person. So if we were complaining about systems, now time to complain about each other. Aries. Pluto will be entering your 11th house, a house of networks, friendships, and your potential power in the circles that you are involved in. You will realize your power in the world and what makes you unique, and your unique input into society at large, and also your dreams, wishes, and aspirations will be very potent in the next 20 years. Focus on your long-term goals and understand that there will be potential power struggles in group dynamics, and you have to be very careful who you trust, and also just take things very slow when entering new societies or organizations. You have to understand where you stand and also where everyone stands in relation to you. Very intricate power dynamic is on the cards. I wish you discernment here. Do not get on the high horse and do not let others boss you around. Taurus. Pluto will be in your 10th house. That is a huge change in career and public reputation. Your stand in the world at large will be much more focused in your agenda on not the personal life so much, but the public life and professional life, your career. It will give a strain on your matters at home. However, the more the pressure, the more you will be able to achieve. If you allow innovation to be the ruling force, you will succeed. There will be a rise and there will be a fall. So the higher you fly, the more painful could be the fall. So avoid putting too many eggs in one basket. Distribute your resources and create a structure that works for you and that is giving back as much as you are getting in terms of influence, power, and resources. There is a huge potential for deep inner transformation related to your achievements. Thread carefully and build something that you will be happily sharing rather than being a system that implodes on itself. Gemini, for you, Pluto will be entering your 9th house and will stay here for the 20 years. Your belief systems and everything you consider bigger than you and giving power away to something that is like an ancient scripture, this is all gonna be going, and your philosophical views will be challenged by those who have the hashtag authority. It is your invitation to actually push back and define your own philosophies and belief systems. So watch out when you are involved in higher education, religious or social setting where they preach and teach. And also avoid doing that forcefully onto others. There will be an evolution in your belief systems and exploration of deeper truths and knowledge. How deep will you go in your knowledge? Cancer, Pluto will be entering your 8th house, and what a interesting position for it to be in. The transformation in shared resources and intimate relationships is on the cards. There will be potential power struggles in partnerships, so make sure you pick the right partners for you and really learn how to trust, but also triple check. From the evolutionary perspective, there is a huge change and transformation in how you share your resources, what you consider yours and what you consider to be mutual property, financially, spiritually, physically. There is a potential for profound emotional growth through partnerships, so make sure you pick only the ones that you feel work for you. Leo, Pluto will be opposing you throughout the next 20 years, so you are under the microscope of change and transformation through push and pull. It will be focusing mostly on your relationships, long-term contracts and partnerships, your marriage, and your shadow projections as well. The potential power struggles in one-on-one connections. So where is your crown and where is the other person's crown, and who's polishing which crown? And that is up to you to decide and change and overlook and correct in the next 20 years. Transformation in partnerships is on the cards. Potential for deep emotional healing through relationship. You will really understand the other person much better by the end of this transit. Virgo, Pluto will be in your 6th house, so it's actually a good thing for you because you are very familiar with the matters of the 6th house, because you are the ruler of the 6th house. However, your 6th house is an Aquarius. So the work and health routines are on the line, so to say. They're very important. There's potential power struggles related to your daily activities. What is actually making your day up, and what do you give power to, and how is it overpowering you? Watch out for scrutinizing health regimes, and also watch out for being the angry vegan syndrome, as I call it. Evolutionary trajectory here is in how you go about your day and what do you give, what do you get. The potential for profound healing here, and the miracle can happen only if you work it. Libra, the Pluto will be in your 5th house, the house of creativity, romance, self-expression, potential power struggle in personal projects. Here we are looking at the creative side of you, Libra. What is important to you in how you express yourself? Are you being too shy, or are you being overpowering, or are you shining too bright, and that is stirring some things up in you and in others? There will be this project you're going to be obsessing over, and do not become Kafka. Deep transformation in creative pursuits, potential for intense emotional experience in your self-expression, but also in romantic relationships. Watch out for manipulative figures who sweep you off your feet. Scorpio, your ruler will be in your 4th house, and it will be much more focused on home and family matters, on your roots, and there will be a potential power struggle related to domestic matters. So anything about property, anything about where you live, and nitty-gritty of those things. Maybe perhaps with the mother as well. So take good care of your home and call it home and treat it as something so precious, and you should be okay. The transformation in the home environment is coming, and it will be very subtle. You're gonna look back and see, wow, it really has shifted things for me in the way that I didn't think it was possible. Huge emotional healing within the family, healing maybe even the ancestral lines. So inner deep work is on the cards for you, Scorpio, and you're a master at that. Make sure your career is not suffering as a result of you internalizing a lot of the family and home matters. Sagittarius, Pluto is in your third house. The way you show up in the world and talk about things that are on your mind will change in the most intense way. Transformation in communication and in your local environment, maybe changes in your neighborhood. The potential power struggle here in your daily interactions. So maybe the way you write your email will change, the way you position yourself in your speech and the way you show up is going to be absolutely radically different. The evolution in your communication style will happen, and the potential for profound transformation in thought patterns and the way you talk. I would just say, make sure you look at all sides of the argument and also do deep research. Amazing opportunity here to synthesize information in a new way and to deliver deep concepts in the way that is humanitarian and expanding people's horizons as well as yours. So good luck with that, Sagittarius. Capricorn, Pluto will be in your second house. Focus on personal values and resources, what is yours, and the potential power struggle is related to finances and to the sense of security on the material plane. I don't think you will have any issues with that, Capricorn, because you actually are very good at consistent and disciplined action. So here you will just have to maybe understand the fine line between forcefulness and just holding on to things a bit too much. Here you would have to be more like a freestyle manager of your finances and your property and your value systems. What you thought was important will absolutely change. Transformation in self-worth and material resources is on the cards. Potential for deep shifts in financial matters and how you make money and what you make with your money. Aquarius, well, Pluto will be in your first house and you are waking up out of the slumber. Transformation in your identity, how you see yourself and your personal goals, how you show up in life at large, and what people first feel and see when they come across you. Potential power struggle in asserting yourself, so you will be bending backwards for some things and really pushing forward for other things with a zeal of a warrior. So how do you know which one to pick? That is the question. You'll be learning all of that through self-initiation and deep understanding of yourself. Personal transformation and the potential for significant shifts in self-expression and identity. Huge change here in how you are gonna be even how you're gonna just look back and see where that change happened. You would not be able to pinpoint. However, across the 20 years, everything about you will change. Pisces, your Pluto will be in the 12th house, and what a wonderful place for Pluto for Pisces. Focus on subconscious and hidden matters, and you're really good at that. Potential power struggles related to inner conflicts. So here we're talking about taking care of your mental space, of the most private, intimate, sacred place, space, sanctuary, your dream state, your daydream. What makes you feel the way you feel? You will be trying to answer those questions. Transformation in the real of the subconscious, unconscious, deep psychology, and potential for healing and spiritual growth. Just make sure that you're not fanatical and you're not forcing your healing methods on others. Learn how to serve yourself and you will serve the world, Pisces.